Hey my friends, I'm gonna drop the details on this cool little excursion you can elect to partake in Canyon Country Outdoors. It is called Catstair Canyon. Catstair Canyon could be done from the top or the bottom and as an easy hike in both ways, or it can be a canyoneering route for those that have ropes and harnesses and all that canyoneering paraphernalia. But anywho, the first thing you'll be greeted with is this really peculiar stack of old cars painted and adorned with all sorts of graffiti and a little bit of a little slot canyon action, kind of ankle deep slot canyon. And it's just weird. They use these to hold up the embankment on the highway, and I don't know, just reminiscent of days gone by. You hike by it and look at the handles of the cars and the doors and the graffiti, and I don't know, kind of kooky. After the cars, it's going to start to narrow down into a little slot, and you'll get a few easy steps before you come to this first drop down section. The first drop down section is relatively easy if you're accustomed to scrambling around on boulders and whatnot. But after that, you should probably take heed. It can get a little squirrely, and you could jump down and not be able to go back up. So for the beginner climber or hiker, you should probably turn back at these boulders. Like this little section here has a nice little log that you can climb down, but the middle of it looks a little bit pithy. It might crack, and that's why I just jumped right over it. After the log of faith, you got this little bouldery section here. I pitched my rope off my back. I probably should have attached it to my pack. But anyway, I scramble down, and you get a little really pretty slot canyon here. And this is the first rappel. It has been updated. There's a nice little chalk stone there and a beefy 1/2-inch bolt. And then you attach your rappelling apparatus to the rope and shimmy on down that thing and do what separates hiking from canyoneering. The final little technical feature of Catstair Canyon is this down climb you got to do. And back in December, I elected to do the chimney. And in this video, you see me decide to do the rump slide. I would go back to doing the chimney if I ever did it again, because I burnt my hand as I slid down. So sit on back and watch me dig my heels into this little edge here while I decide whether I should slide down this thing and choose unwisely as I burn the tips of my fingers and rip the pockets out of my shorts. Hike about a 1/4 mile past that, and you're going to get to the bottom half of Catstair Canyon and find this ammo can with a little journal. You can read what has been written, and you can wrote what has been written, and then you can look at all the information that is in this ammo can, and you should put it back and close it up. Matates for grinding corn here. See a nice round one, petroglyph there. This whole panel here, some sheep there. And then look, they must have had like a stick or something. Book, 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 book. pock marks, and then they, you know, it looks like they drew those with a stick, maybe way up there, or a ladder. Those are called pictographs. This one's a little more subtle, this petroglyph panel here. Kind of hard to see, but you can see it's kind of fading away. But it goes along here, see it here, and then we kind of come up here and you can see the white little pictographs. The alien with big hands and his buddy big feet. Once you've taken in the petroglyph and pictograph peculiarities, you can hike back up to the highway. You hike above the cars and back to your vehicle and call it a canyoneering trip in canyon country.